Good morning, friends. सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu. Welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Association to this intermediate training session. So I will cover some interesting queen and pawn end games and followed by some classic games fighting for initiative with black, some famous games of Victor Korchnoi, and then I will go to one particular opening variation for black against d4. So let's have a look at this position on the board that black to play, black can manage a draw with careful play. What should black do now? By the way, there is fluctuation of power now. Power is getting dim and it may go any time. In case of the power failure, I will not able to conduct the class. So at the moment the power fluctuation and I think it is very low right now. I don't know whether it is going live. Just check. Let me check. Let me see. Please think how should black continue? With accurate play, black can draw the game. Getting bad to worse. Right. Oh no. Black's only hope is to give perpetual. So welcome everybody. Bassal Parik, Kiara Mehta, Jaswin Chaudhary, Akshar Jhala, Parth Kuntal Rawal and Veerbhadra Singh. At present the power is very low. So if it is fluctuating, so if there is a power failure, I cannot continue. Let us see. Continue. Let us continue the game. Now this position, please somebody suggest me how black should play now. One careless move, it is lost. I think the power has resumed now. It's better. Okay. You have to participate. Otherwise, it is not easy to discuss an end game. Veerbhadra Singh says F4. No. Therefore, you have no check. At the moment, the queen is watching the square. And therefore, you will start pushing the pawn. Not correct. Not correct. There is a perpetual. E1 is controlled. Veerbhadra saying E1 is controlled. You don't have second check. After F4 check, king down, no check, no check. Wrong. No, F3 will not work. Your king is exposed. F4, F3, queen E4 check is coming. Suppose you play F4, pawn push. F3, the check is winning. So this is wrong. So in end game, you do not make general moves. So many days I have been only giving lesson to improve your end game, all of your end game, because you need to be extremely careful. End game, do not make a casual move. Opening you make a casual move, you can get a opening में एक दो गलती हुआ चल जाएगा. एंड गेम एक छोटा सा गलती हाथ से चला जाता है. इसीलिए all these examples I have carefully selected. It is not in any end game book. Not in an end game book. I selected it today morning. This position, Portnoy played this move h4 and lost again. He played this. No, he played this move. No. I have to go back next game and then I have to come. Okay. Portnoy played this move and this lost the game. Even a great player like Korchnoi makes mistakes. Welcome Ani Agarwal. So this is natural. With the idea, someday I will give perpetual check. But correct move that this check must be stopped. So don't push. So this is the correct move. This is the correct move that could have saved the game. For example, the game can continue on push naturally. White will keep moving. Push, check. Now the queen is watching square and giving a threat. You push. It is important that pushing is bad because check is there. There is a check. So, so he gives the check and now check and take. But now what happens? This pawn will fall. Once this pawn falls, then it's a draw. This is the point of G6. RG chess, welcome. Tanmay Azwara, welcome. So G6 would have careful draw. But in the game, one careless move he played in the game H4. And this will lose now. Push. It is too late now. Check, check. I improve. I control the diagonal. Now threatening to push. This is the threat now. The queen is watching the square. So it will not work. Check. Now you have to control this square. Sorry, not this square. Because he is giving check and trying to draw. Check and next push. You go anywhere now, next push. He will have only one check, finish. End of the checks. So it is a wrong thinking. And one move, you see, in the beginning, just in the beginning, this is safe. And after that, there is fair chance it will have drawing chances. Because you need to push the pawn, you have to make some attempt, and now check and push the pawn. There is a good drawing chances. But in the game, he played this careless move. F4, H4, both are losing. This is bad. This is bad. Bad moves. So here, this is both are bad. I hope you understand this little difference. Okay, and why? And he lost the game. White won the game. Next, we see this game first. Okay, now he is in check. At the moment, the queen is in check. So where should you go? One correct move, draw. Wrong move, loses. Actually, there is a power cut. It is running on generator. So there is a power cut, but we are working on generator. I don't know how long it will go. And sometimes the generator stops, the power starts, but in that time don't go away, be there. Still it is going very low. Now only one answer. Sritu Nandi, welcome. Subankar Sarkar, welcome. Devars Borkateria, welcome. It's a terrible situation, the power fluctuation. Power fluctuation is very very low now. Okay, we'll keep moving, keep working. Welcome, Anil Kanjar. Now I will tell you, it is a bad move. It is a bad move to play. These are bad moves. This is the correct move. You know, after playing King E1, this is a draw because he will give check. Again, I repeat, you know, because there is a threat. There is a threat. Check and back check. This is draw. It's threatening. So, suppose you give a check king and you could push the pawn, it is a draw. You can't progress. I mean, the queen is watching this. So, you have to come, but then we come. This is the route. The king should come here, and once the king reaches, draw. Now, king, draw. You cannot, because there are three pawn. The king pawn ending cannot win. Suppose you exchange the queen. Suppose you give a check, and you come here and exchange the queen on c3. It's a draw. But in the game, actual game, he made a mistake. No, okay, the king e1 is correct. Devers king e1 is correct. So Subankar Sarkar and Virabhadra Singh, you should not go. These are bad squares. Now these are bad squares. Now these are bad squares. You can't go these squares. So on king c2, he just took the pawn and winning the game. And now what happens? King pawn ending will threaten. Check, push. And now this, he will come king, check. And now queen check, pawn push. And now king pawn ending. I will exchange, the king is far away. And the king reaches. Now, don't waste time. This is too slow. This is too slow. This might draw the game. So, here, just push. Now, if you come here, the king is coming fast. Target 1, 2. And if you push the pawn, suppose you push the pawn, then break. You come here, this is too fast. So, the king pawn ending is lost. Vivan Vishal Shah, Hari Krishna Parikh, welcome. So, the correct move, king e1 would have drawn the game. After the move, this is the move, draws. And this is the move, king c1 or c2 will lose the game. Suppose you see, you cannot improve. Now, let us say king e1, you cannot improve the position. Check. Now, queen. Now, the king is coming to the queening square. No more win. So, this small little difference, that it is natural. It is a psychology. The reason is, it is psychology. It is psychology that you want to come closer to Vasta pawn. This is psychology. You want to come quickly to the area, but it is a mistake. Queen ending is different from rook ending. Please note, queen ending is totally different from any other endgames. This position, it is black to play. Black to play, black has upper hand because one extra pawn and that too an advanced pawn. So let me flip the board. Black can win the game. Your partner is Anatoly Karpov. Play like Karpov. Play like Karpov. This pawn war. Okay. Black to play and win. It is not easy. Okay, Keshav Sahu. Okay. Somebody suggest a move. I have kept 5 queen endings, 2 I have already shown, 3 more. Yeah, no, no. I will tell you, a queen ending, you cannot do such radical moves. Not a good idea. What is there? F5. F5, you will take pawn into F5. This is a bad move. F5, pawn into F5. Queen into pawn, anything. You can just, the pawn is under attack now. No, no, this is bad. This is bad. Queen check will come. Draw. Queen check. So, it's not a good idea. Queen d6 is not a good idea. I don't agree with this. Welcome Udit Kamdar. Suvankar Sarkar says Queen e2. No, this is just a draw. We need to. I think. I think. What we can do? This check is good move. You can't push. This is a draw. And if you come here, check again. Perpetual. Check again. You come here. Mate threat is coming. Draw. You can't do that. You cannot do. Queen e2. D2. D2. Immediately the pawn will fall. This is a blunder. Queen D3 check. The pawn will fall. What is pawn f5? I don't know. What is this move? What is this move? D2 is a blunder. What Birabhadra? It is just queen check. It is just queen check and when picking up the pawn. You need to be responsible. Yes. Yes, Kamdar, welcome. Ruhan Asudan, welcome. So basically, I will tell you, you need to, I will just, there is a simple move. Now the pawn is attacked. We cannot give that pawn. Once the pawn goes, you said Birabhadra Singh, he pawn into f5, then d2. Virabhadra Singh said, he pawn into f5, then d2. What is this? What is this? Pawn f5, pawn into pawn, d2. d2. What is there in d2? What is there? Queen check? No, maybe here. Here you want to d2. Well, how would I do? You want to come here, right? You want to come here. Hmm. And push this pawn. Now the threat is check. Threat is check. And you come here, then I can play queen. Pawn push, winning. It is white is winning. So queen c3. What is queen c3? This is not good move. You will end up in perpetual immediately. Queen check or queen into pawn in only, winning perpetual. Queen into pawn, now check is threatened. Check, check. So the simple move, you can see, you need to be very patient in queen ending. I think I made a good decision showing queen examples of queen and pawn endgame. The queen and pawn endgame, now, for example, it is now white is threatening the pawn. Just hang on. Now just play queen b5. Suddenly, white has no good move. The point is, you cannot bring the king. The queen is watching the square. So the king cannot come. Discover check wins. Discover check wins. It is bad. So now the point is, the queen is controlling this square also. Queen is watching the square, queen watching the square, and queen watching all the squares. And the check is of no use. No use. Okay. If you give a check, king, now check, and then check. The threat. I am threatening this now. Only move to pin, winning the game. Winning the game. Now the queen is watching the square. There is no perpetual. Queen is watching. After queen check, king is coming and there is no perpetual. So he played queen, controlling. But then this is only move. This is winning the game now. Zugzwang will come. Now what happens? The winning process, the king can never come. Queen is watching the square. The king can never come. Pawn is watching the square. So you need to bring the king. The next plan is you need to bring the king to this point or this point anywhere. You need to bring the king to this area. You need to bring the king. You need to bring the king anywhere. So how it will happen? King. Don't walk into a check. Now the point is don't walk into a check. You go by dark squares. Go. Now this is bad. If you go to the square, one check, no, 50 check. One check will lead to lot of checks. So be careful. Next I will enter. Now you king here. No, no. Now you king here. The king will enter. Now here the king will enter and winning the game. Winning the game easily. Okay. This is very easily winning now. So I hope you understand the theme. It is so not so easy. You see, he played the queen move, queen b5 move. Just pass on Zugzwang. Queen b5 is the correct move and Zugzwang. I hope this ending will give you some idea how the queen endings are played. Parvat Thakur, welcome. Queen d6 is not working. Here in the game, if you play queen d6, suppose there is queen d6 move. I don't see very. Okay, you want to play queen d6. Queen d6, queen check is there. Not queen check exactly. Uh, maybe this is also enough. This is also enough. Now the threat. Okay, same thing will come. No, I should not play passively. Queen d6. Let me see what I will do. Just a minute. Queen d6. Queen d6. I will come king. And when you push, no. Just a minute for queen d6. What is the best answer? Let me think. Queen d6 I will take. Can I take this? And then check will come. D6, queen check, check will come. Queen d6 I can take the pawn. Because why take the pawn? Okay, you have a move. You have a move. What is it? Queen d6 working? I don't think so. Interesting move. What is wrong in queen d6? Last position, KD, what he says, Birabhadra Singh saw last position doubt. Okay, starting from queen f5. Last position. Okay, what is the last position doubt? I say now this is the correct move. This is bad or bad. What is the doubt here? Samarth Azalja and Bhans Adalja and Adalja, welcome. So what is the doubt, Birabhadra Singh? King c2 and c1 is not good. Because three pawns, you cannot reach the king pawn endgame. In this example, lost last position. Are you talking of this endgame between Cartenson, are you talking of this example? Okay. So he says queen b5, but you are giving queen d6. So this is the one. So what is the answer? Queen b5 check, check. So winning. So what is the where is the doubt? Kd4 in last position. Okay, okay, okay. I will go to the last position. King g2, king c5, and wins. So what is the doubt here? Tell me. Oh, oh, I see. You mean the check is coming? Yeah, yeah. Check is coming. So king c5. What are you going to do now? What is he doing? What are you going to do now? Yeah, queen a4 check. Queen a4 check. King c5. Now king d4 is bad move. King d4 is bad move. Okay, you play some move. Wait. Now I play king b4. You wait. I play king coming here. This check is of no use. No use. So you have to bring king only. This should win. This should win. Okay, I think this is right move. Okay, I play kb4 and you come wait check and no check position only move king and now this should win. Why should king go via b4? What else you will do, Virabhadra? You can't go via. There is no other way. What happened if king c2? I don't understand. Okay, all right. So I hope the concept is clear. This concept is clear. Still, I would like to I will see this position. Check. I will see this position because this idea. I will check what happens. See how white can give counterplay. I will analyze later. So in the position. So here, Prince Gandhi, welcome. So here this position. It is white to play. Now the point is, Alekhine versus Resersky. The king position is shaky. If the pawn is here, it's a win. Suppose if you have the pawn here, this diagram, white is winning. The king position is not weak. He will play queen e4 and then take the diagonal. Imagine the pawn here, then the queen should come here and then here and start pushing the pawn. But now the king position has become loose. So this will giving counterplay. So block. Now there is a problem. You have to watch the square and you have to come. The only way queen want to come here. Queen want to come here, here. But this check will come. The king is exposed. Here also the check will come. So the point is, the exposed king helps black to draw the game. Draw. Draw. You cannot win the game. Even Alekhine could not win. See, he was a former world champion. And because of the weakness of the king, it is a draw only. They played a few moves, but No progress. No progress. Now you want to come here. Now the plan of this and this doesn't work. Check is coming. You come here, then check will come. The only way to come, but then again, I come here, draw. Okay. So the whole point is it's a draw only because of the exposed nature. But let us say in the diagram, I will change it little bit. I will change the diagram. Now I will say this position is white to play. This is white to play. Everything is changing. White can win because the king is much more safer. So I will just play queen here. And now maybe you can come just a waiting move. Then queen check. And then I start pushing the pawn. Because there is no perpetual check. You already made 1, 2, then I will come here and then I will push and winning. So it is the whole point is your in queen and pawn ending exposed king is lot of counterplay. So this is a difference, and now the pawn here big difference. Welcome Adi Jain. So is that clear to you? The exposed position of opponent gives counterplay in queen pawn endgame. So in the game here, this is a draw because of the pawn is here. So exposed king. It's a draw. Okay, Mikhal Jason. Now black to play. Find out a win. Black is winning the game. Why? Why black is winning? Both have one pass pawn. But number one, black pass pawn is advanced. And number two, that the king is also more exposed. This pawn is blocked. So, and the king is more active compared to him. So let us see black to play. Black wins the game. How should black play? Yeah, I will check that queen endgame. What doubt you have sent? Yes. Somebody suggest Rashtra Sarvopari Bharat. No, 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 not B4. Not B4. Black queen is centralized. Black has advanced pass pawn and black queen is centralized. So compared to the white queen. So this factor wins that. Okay. Now B4 is not working. No, 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 it's not working. B4, AB4. Now queen B5, king here. Where is the win? You'd come here, there is no win. No win. Maybe even king can go. Maybe even king can go here. So it is not a winning, not winning. The correct plan is here queen f5. Now, while keeping a watch on the pawn, I am watching the square. I am watching the square and giving a threat. This is important. Okay, black to play and win. The power, the power failure is there. I don't know. Power chala gaya hai. I think the class will stop soon because power cut is there. I don't know. Please wait for some time. Please wait for some time. The power may resume again. Veerabhadra Singh, here, Queen D6 is not good. I will tell you the Queen ending you need to feel. The idea is actually, Queen exchange. But now, what you should do? No, 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 not correct. The power failure is there. So I don't know when it will resume. Okay. Somebody come with answer. Not Queen G1. One thing a player must know, converting into a queen and pawn ending. Queen D3. Who says the Manis Radia? Queen D3 is correct. Because after queen exchange, the king is coming faster. Because he has to come three moves. One, two, one, two, three. That means I have got one, two, three. Winning. So going to a king pawn endgame. This is the point. Now there is threat is coming, so he tries to hide, but check. So he comes here. You cannot queen exchange loses. Queen exchange is completely lost. So only move, but then pawn push winning. Now this is running away. This is going away. The pawn will fall. One or two checks. That's all. One or two checks. Finish. And notice that if you go here, perpetual will come. So careful play. Lost. So this is the point, okay. Let me see what you have given. Let me see. I don't know whether I can continue long time here. Sorry? Muskil, all these things going back so much time it goes. So whatever you say, you have to send me one day before. I cannot discuss in the class because कितना time जा रहा है. Black giving sack for draw. In this position, is this position winning? But you are not giving whose move it is. It is position. There is a checkmate threat. There is a threat of mate. Rook into okay, black to play. You should write black to play. Rook g1 check. I have to see. I cannot. I cannot judge. You have to write always whose move it is. Okay. So I will have to see. I cannot analyze now. It will take time. It is white to play. White to play. White will play rook into. It is black to play. It is coming black to play. Okay. It is white to play. I will make it white to play. White to play. Check. Check. It's a draw. Check. I will check. I will analyze this. I cannot do it now. Yeah. It will take time. What is the second position you have given? Is this winning for black? Black to play. He is going to black is winning one pawn, one of the rook pawn. I will analyze this because I will analyze this because it is not easy. So many variations. Whatever you want, you have to give me one day before. Because now in the during the class, if I work, it will take me 10-15 minutes to analyze two positions. So I will not be able to do that. I will discuss this position tomorrow, both the positions. Now I want to show some games of classic games of Victor Korsner. Okay, so this naturally push. Game is going very normal. Everything is very normal. Now what is White's plan? White is preparing for A3 B4. Normal play in English opening. Normally White expands A3 B4 then B5. This is the standard plan for White. So castle. You can't play A3 right away. If you play A3, A4, then the backward pawn comes. So you cannot do. You have to play B3. You have to play B3 first. Then A3 B4. So he stopped this. Now my question, can you play because you know knight is watching this pawn. So is it a good move? B4, AB, AB. When you take NB4, he will take knight E. So is it a good move to play pawn B4? My question to you, shall we play this move? Because now we can get knight into pawn if he takes it. AB, AB, NB4. Why it is a bad move? If you say bad move, you must reply immediately. Why it is a bad move? No, 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 no. Not because E4 coming. Not because of that. Please think again. Not because explanation is not sufficient. Think again. No. Strategy and tactics. It goes hand in hand. Strategy and tactics, it goes hand in hand. So स्ट्रेटेजिकली ठीक है. अभी ए बी बी फोर ए बी अभी ये मारा तो स्ट्रेटेजिकली ठीक है, मैं सेंटर पॉन ले रहा हूं, बट टैक्टिकली लूजिंग बिकॉज आफ्टर नाइट इनटू पॉन नाइट इनटू दिस इज विनिंग. नाउ दिस इज अंडर अटैक एंड देयर इज अ थ्रेट. दिस इज द पॉइंट. Now if you play b4, you play e4. No, this has got hardly an impact. No, 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 I don't think it is correct. You say ab e4. Don't think it's correct. What can I do here? You say ne4 de4, e4 ab4 e4 ne4 ne4 de4. Should be bad. What is better? The defect of the position is not e4. He will play knight into pawn. He will play knight into pawn, and when knight into pawn, knight is coming. The two threats. Two threats. So tactics and strategy. When you are thinking strategically, आपको देखना है उसमें कहीं कोई tactical problem तो नहीं है. और इफ यू आर प्लेइंग टैक्टिकली, आपको देखना है स्ट्रेटेजिकली गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो रहा है. दे गो हैंड इन हैंड, strategy and tactics. Okay, I will show one more position next. Now, bad move. Why it is a bad move? Because you know, white is worried if you play nc3 d5. He is not happy to play against Grunfeld. He doesn't want to allow Grunfeld, so he played bad move. Now, as a result, what has happened? The diagonal is become very strong. b5 plan is coming. Bad move. These are, you see, you cannot attack but just by pushing the pawn. First glance, it looks white is good. पहले एक नजर में लगता है तो white का कितना है attack. But the pieces are not ready. The king in center, they are not coordinated. So this is a bad position. So black is better. What should black do now? Black is better here. What should black do? Think. No, no, no. There was, don't create pawn weaknesses. E6 will create pawn weakness. अभी आपको वीक पॉइंट देखना है. Suppose the pawn is here and there is everything is different. The pawn is here, there is a lot of change, but now everything is weak. This point is weak. So there is a threat now. पहला threat आया. Idea to defend the pawn. pawn को बचाओ. Another threat. pawn को बचाओ. How should black play now? Welcome Nandini Mudal here. How should black play now? No. Your queen is राष्ट्र सर्वोपरि. क्वीन चला जाएगा. NV3 में क्वीन चला जाएगा आपका भी. नो. NV4 में कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. You get nothing in NV4. Queen into B2. ये कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. ये सब में कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Not a good move. So queen into B2 I will take. Queen into B2. Queen into B2. Check. King आएगा. मारा. अभी ये ट्रैप हो जाएगा. And now white plays bishop here. Idea. अभी ट्रैप. तो क्या करोगे वीरभद्र? What will you do now? It is winning because of bishop g4. Now bishop into g4, you have check and regain the piece with winning position. So the diagram looks good, but you know lot of weaknesses. The main defect is the f4 move. Main defect is this f4 move. This is bad. You should not expose the king under development. You have to develop your pieces. Just pushing the pawn is not a good idea. Okay. Because of this move, he loses the game. But bishop g4 wins. Okay. All right. Why this move? Why this move? Because if you play bb2, I will take it pawn into pawn. So I stop that Nimzowitsch-Larsen system. What to do now? How should black play now? Yeah, correct move. Take the center. Taking advantage, the rook is hanging. Now the queen can come. If you take the pawn, the queen can come. So black grab the initiative. ओपनिंग में तीन चीज है, रैपिड मोबिलाइजेशन, एक्टिवेशन, सेंटर एंड किंग सेफ्टी. जितना जल्दी हो किंग को कैसल कर लो, किंग सेफ्टी. जितना जल्दी हो सेंटर को कंट्रोल कर लो और एक भी मूव वेस्ट मत करो, डेवलप करो. अभी आएगा सेंटर. सो व्हाइट हैज बिकम पैसिव. अटैक. These are all bad moves. Now these are bad moves. So okay, the position is substantially weak. प्लानिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आपको अच्छा पोजीशन मिल गया, अब क्या करो? हाउ टू प्लान? द किंग हैज बिकम वीकर. ब्लैक हैज बेटर सेंटर, नंबर वन. बेटर सेंटर, बेटर किंग पोजीशन एंड बेटर स्ट्रक्चर. तो करना क्या है? हाउ टू प्लान द पोजीशन. मैकेनिकल मत सोचो, थिंक. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So what did you find? Korchnoi played queen a5. Why queen a5? Because the queen can suddenly transport to the square after this some time. And at the moment I am attacking the knight. This is bad. Now he plays support tempo. Okay. Excellent position for white. Very well played. There is a threat. There is a threat here now. And third attack. Must take. Please think black to play. Black is almost very close to win. What should we do now? Oh, the current power has come. Now power आ गया. Everything is okay now. Now black should play. The bishop is under attack. So what should you do now? क्या करोगे? Somebody suggest me a move. Bad piece. This is a bad piece. Bad piece. So many weaknesses. So very simple. What should you do now? You have two choice. The bishop can go here or bishop can go here. So this is a good move. This is a bad move. This looks active move, but it is not good. Why it is bad? In the game, he can play now. Queen coming, king, and now here it is a bad move because here he can play king h1, winning. अब ये फंस गया है बिशप. The bishop has been moved. It is not working. So ये आ गया तो ये threat आ जाता है. That is why bishop should have gone to safe square. After bishop move, this is just plus. This is minus plus. A bad move दिया. Bad move को he made this another bad move. अभी king h1 हट जाना था. अभी king h1 के बाद clear better. So ये अभी ये खराब move खेला. Queen d1 and now black wins the game. Threat अभी threat आ गया. बचता ही नहीं है threat. Cannot defend. So you need to be careful. Bishop d2, you need to be careful about the bishop is in trouble after king h1. Always play safely unless you see a force win. Okay, so coming to this next game. Okay. A series of bad moves. White is playing very badly. Okay. Here, white to play. What should white do now? Okay. What should white do? Is it a good move? Now the rook coming against the queen. Is this a good move? It is white to play. The position is white to play. What should white do? No. White must be careful here to find correct move. He played bad move. After queen c3, white is little better. This position, queen c3 is correct move. White should play queen c3. You will find out, don't compromise the position with f3. You will weaken the square. This is the square you will weaken. This is target, unnecessary. So this is the good move. Why it is good? The bishop has room to retreat. Now he played this bad move. Black is winning. Somebody find out. Black is winning the game. Yes, c4. Suddenly the queen is in trouble. मारा मारना पड़ेगा. अभी क्वीन से मारेगा तो क्वीन ट्रैप हो जाएगा. द क्वीन ट्रैप तो नहीं पीस जाएगा. दिस इज जस्ट बैड. So this is winning. And if you play with the bishop, rook here is winning. Next, now it is lost. You come here, you will play maybe bishop here. Maybe bishop here is winning. Winning. You have to come and then this is gone. So the whole point is you have to see the mobility. This is in a bad situation. The position white better, but one careless move, he lost the game because of this. By playing queen here, the game is perfectly okay. I don't see any danger. You can't play knight here, that is losing. So be careful, friends, that you should focus entirely always on the game, about the possible threats and about the weak points in your camp. Okay, here is normal, going is going very normal. This is bad. You should play knight f3. First of all, here this is the correct idea. Next b2 and castle. This is the correct way to play. So he has played a bad move. Another bad move. Another bad. This is really question mark. F4 is just bad. Okay. Here black played good move. You have to stop and again a good move because exchanging the gets square for the knight. The knight will get square. So it's a good move. Okay. Good move. Queen exchange is a good idea because after queen exchange, like Benko Gambit, the rook will come in front of the pawn, here weak pawn, and then knight will get square. The queen exchange, definitely black is better. Okay, so king h1. Now the pressure 1 and 2 are attacking this. So you need to defend. I want you to find out how to play and win as black. Always feel the pulse of the position. Good players always see the readiness of their pieces. Opponent a weak point, they come very quickly in their mind. You find out where are the weak points of white and your strong points. Welcome Naitik Mehta. No, 94 कहाँ है? अभी नाइट इज वॉचिंग, ये मार देगा 94 को, 94 आ जाएगा, ये आ जाएगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. No, 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 not correct, not correct. Yes, there comes the correct answer because your target is the knight because the queen is watching this. So knight is watching this. So target. This is win. No matter what you do, he is in trouble. The idea is simple. I want to take and then go after him. So he takes. Suppose you now you play knight into knight, it is lost. Suppose you play knight into knight, then knight into bishop winning. Whatever you do, it is lost. Knight h5 is winning. You play king here also loses. So you can knight into knight. Now king into knight into is winning. Whatever you do. The radius of pieces. आपको ये ध्यान रहना चाहिए. Knight h5. Excellent move. Devars Borgatia. Congratulations. No, इसमें knight into b2 is not great. You will get lot of lease of life. एक pawn है. एक pawn है तो बहुत कुछ बदल जाएगा. So I don't think this is great because ये square है अभी D3 का. Okay, तो ले लो. ज्यादा से ज्यादा आपको क्या मिलेगा? क्या मिलेगा? So this simple move, the correct move is knight to h5. Here, this is the correct move. You know, radius of queen. I saw Fisher against our former national champion Manuel Aaron. You see, you should know the history of the Indian chess also. Who is the first national champion? R.B. Sapre and R.B. Sapre and Gupta. What is his name? One Mr. Gupta. Ramdas, one Gupta and R.B. Sapre were first national champion in 1955. Manuel Aaron won 9 times. Manuel Aaron won 9 times national championship. The next record is Praveen Tipse, GM. He won 7 times Indian championship. I think next is Ganguly, Surya Sekhar, 6 times. So we should know, but let us see a game. Aaron, same combination, same combination. He said, you can see this position. Now black structure is superior. Black has one pawn chain. Black pawns in one group. White pawns in two groups. White pawns in two groups. So pawn structure, black is better. So he attacked and now he comes here with the idea. Why this vacated idea? Group wants to come here and then here. Keeping pressure, watching all the point. Rook, okay. So now what should you do? What should black do now? Now the pawn is coming. He is coming here. Then there is a lot of pressure will come. So he played in the game. What should you do? Yes, yes. Veerabhadra Singh, look into radius of bishop. You need to watch. Look into knight wins because back rank. So a player को अपना pieces के बारे में अंदाज होना चाहिए कि you must keep total focus. Okay, everything is okay, no problem. Castle. Now this is a bad one. The position, in my opinion, is just equal. This is the Boleslavsky variation of classical Sicilian. The position is roughly equal here. Now the modern practice, black is much better. The score is something like 65% for black and 35% for white. That is why, in this position normally the player play this. This is the best. This is the best line, you know. And the other line is Fisher, Sozin attack, which Fisher played a lot. But nowadays there is equality, so it has lost popularity. Not much follower. You may play Queen B6 may be equal. You may play E6 may be equal. So this is not dangerous nowadays. So here this is the strongest move. Rouser attack. Then the game can continue. Then Queen D2, B7, castle. Or black can choose to play A6, then castle, then bishop D7. With the idea the queen coming here and castle. This is the one of the main line. But here BE3 is not the best move. White is not so aggressive. Okay, this is not losing or anything. So castle. Now the correct move, he should have played here is f4. This is the correct f4 and then king h1. Next move, he should go to king h1 and play a good position. But in the game, he played a bad move, queen d2. This is bad. Please find out what is wrong with the position. Okay, flip. Chalo, I flip the board. Black is good here. What is the correct move? You need to spot some weak point. आपको गेम में टारगेट चाहिए. You need to spot a target. No, no, no. 94. No, no. 94 कहाँ से आएगा? Not good move. You are giving a piece and getting a piece is not good. It's the correct strategic move. Strategy A5 is good move. With the idea A4 and A3. Next A4, A3. This is good. So you are forced to play A4. Suppose you play other move, then A4. Suppose king H1. Then I will play A4. This is bad position. The knight has no good move. So he play in the game. You have to play A5, A4. So you have to play A4. Then knight with the idea. Now I want to D5 break. I want the break now. Center. So बचाया आया. This is the point. You have to surrender. You have to surrender one bishop. आया. Now black is better. Black has bishop pair. Bishop pair. The rook is active. Knight is active. They are all not going to work. Find out. Now black is winning the game. You should take pawn into pawn. So center. Material equal. But center. Completely winning now. Now, do you see the defect? Now, here, do you see the defect? He plays queen, attacking knight. What should you do now? Where is the weak point? Yes, Kribya Parmar, welcome. Where is the weak point? Yes, क्या किया है अभी? There. कोई तो आंसर दो. How should black continue? Back rank. Winning the game. Game is lost. Complete lost. So you can see that suddenly the back rank, the knight is watching the square. And if you play rook into, then mate. Not rook into b2. Not rook into b2. Rook into b2 में क्या होगा? ये पीस चला जाएगा. ये पीस चला गया. So the correct move is queen takes pawn and lost. Abhi, now the rook has been protected. The rook has to move. It's a bad position already. Another pawn is falling. Okay. So you have to keep moving. Then one more pawn is falling. So this is, you have to see center. अभी ये nowadays ये जो लाइन है आजकल ये बी टू कोई खेलता नहीं. ये इसका मैं बोला ना, द स्टैटिस्टिक्स अभी बी टू में 65% या 68% ब्लैक ही जीत रहा है. तो ये बोलोस्लावस्की इज नाउ आउट ऑफ मॉडर्न पॉपुलैरिटी है ही नहीं. आफ्टर E5 जस्ट इट इज फैंटास्टिक. So this is a good position. Now in B3, now B6, B8, and this is the good plan. A queen B2, this is a horrible move. Even now, everything is not lost. He can play a move like King H1. This is possible. Then preparing for F4, A4, and all this. But not this bad move because of A5 and initiative for black. So, okay, I will go to the next one. स्ट्रैटेजी एंड टैक्टिक्स दोनों को ख्याल रखो. दोनों चलना चाहिए. This is bad. Now the correct move. What is the correct move? White should play A4. White should play A4, followed by he can play E3, B2, and castle. This is the correct way to play. First you anchor the knight. A bad move. So black will punish him now. See, you need to learn how to punish. You know, in tournament, weak player को हराना जरूरी है. They will make bad moves without reason. अभी the strong player should not have. First of all, ये लाइन में ये यही correct move नहीं. Not a good move. You should have played here E4, A4, good move. You know, this pawn is a target. It will come later on. The knight will come, bishop will come. But this is not easy, but this is what correct. You should play. Now, if you play rook here, now bishop F4, and now maybe rook here is not good move. Maybe you should play here knight S6, and now BF4. Then you can play knight here, and then trying to fight. But this is a bad move. No, no, no. Queen D2 is a bad move. Bad move. How to punish this? You need to grab the initiative. The main point I am showing you, when there is an opportunity, strategically White is doing fine, but he is missing a tactics. Yes, Veerabhadra Singh's move is correct. Pawn b5. Take b5. b5. First to eliminate that. The b5 control. So eliminate that and b5. It is black is terrific. Knight, if knight could go to d2, it's okay. But knight cannot go to d2. Knight will be very bad. Now completely choke. Now only move. Suddenly bad knight. Badly placed pieces. Center. This knight. So this is really good. Or maybe he come here. Clear better. Winning the game. Anyway, even if it does not blunder, this is a blunder. But even if you don't do, because knight into rook into, the queen is coming into these squares. So this is lost. अब ये थ्रेट आएगा, ये थ्रेट आएगा. And if you play rook into, rook आ जाए, ये भी आ जाए. So lost position. So the whole point is mistake कहाँ पर होता है? You should not the game में a4 this is okay position. It's not easy. Long fight is there. बहुत कुछ है इसमें. But bad move bf4 ne8 queen d2 is horrible. This is the mistake. तो वहां गया अभी इनिशिएटिव फॉर ब्लैक. तो एक दो गेम और भी रखा है. Bad move. This is now bishop e3. This is a good move. Okay. Knight f3 here. This is a good move. This is good. But playing ne2 is bad. Because immediately I will play break. The pieces are not ideally placed. So black opens the center. If the knight was on h3, f3 would have played knight h5. If knight was on f3, then this f6 break is bad. So this is just. You cannot do this. This is bad. Take and queen check. Now if you play here, this is coming. A troublesome move. And if you play knight, then d4 pawn is falling. Queen d4 is coming and d4 comes. So you cannot play, you have to play the other way. You have to play like this. This leaves a very weak center. And now this position is bad. Opening the game is just terrible. Black is winning the game now. Because the knight's position in center, terrific. Okay, the pawns are good, but they are weak pawns. When the pieces are not developed, that targets. It looks good, but it is not good. Black to play and win. Please find out. If there are development, then white has got very good. If the pieces are developed, the pawns are menacing and very dangerous. But there is not underdeveloped and it is target. So simple win. Somebody tell me a move. Before I will tell that. Somebody suggest a move. No, not any to queen it. No, no. Not convinced with that. It's not a good idea to give your knight because the king is exposed. आपने ये दो लेगा अब यहाँ पर टारगेट रहेगा. See, this is suppose you take immediately. Take. Now you come here. Now queen will come. You take. Check will come. This is unnecessary. Some play will come. Now queen into there is compensation. Now there is compensation factor. White will have good compensation. So you don't go for that. There is a simple win. There is a simple. So here the simple bishop a4 wins. The reason I want more weaknesses. Now you have to play weaken this move. So take, and now there is a difference. Queen into, if you play queen into now, this point is already target. If you take queen into now, I will play here with the plan bishop is coming, and this is one plan, and this is second plan. This is all lost. Cannot defend. You can't push. You can't push. So this is just bad. Bishop a4 is winning. No development. Yes, Jugal Mehta is right. एक दो गेम और. Okay. I think here this is not the best move. You should play bishop g2 and then castle and then queen c2 with the idea knight c3. With the idea knight c3. Queen is safe on this square. So you should castle quickly and bring the knight. But you know he played a bad move. Bad move. Suddenly the queen is in trouble. Okay, I want you to find out how should black play now. You know, you need to have you in it. You should find good move in any diagram. That is the quality and ability of a strong player. Find a good move now for black. Okay, I will tell you lot of good moves. For example, this is a possibility. This is a possibility. Why? Why this is possible? Because after queen exchange, black initiative on queen side is very strong. So I can play knight f6, and if it doesn't exchange queen, another tempo will come. Suppose I play queen here, and is refusing to exchange. Now I will play another tempo. And if you play queen into queen, then clearly better. The queen has made one, two, three, four moves. Four moves all gone. This is clear better. Initiative for black. Now the threat is coming queen side. So the queen exchange is bad. That means this is an excellent move. Knight f6, queen here. Tempo. So this is fourth queen move. And achievement is nothing. Now you have to pick fifth queen move. What is this lost? Or alternately a fifth queen move will come. But these are all bad moves. This is just bad. You can push this further bad. So you can see now the problem. I can take bishop into knight and bishop into knight and b5 winning the game. So the player must be vigilant about such moves. So that is why when you play c4, this is not the correct move. Correct move is g2, keeping the queen room. And after knight f6, castle, b7. Now you can play queen c2. The idea next knight c3 with a good position. Or you can play even d3, but not this knight c3 giving in no room for queen, no mobility. The one thing next game. Bad move. Players should come always, you see, still the pieces are not developed. They are not developed. So you should develop the pieces. The correct move here is to play king h1. Hey, why? Idea, next move be3 will come. Immediate be3, there is some problem is coming. Immediate be3, knight is coming. There is no good room. Again, you have to go back. So you should play king h1, good move. But this is just bad. Trying to open the game when you are not coordinated. You will be punished. So takes. Now the point of the white is knight into pawn. So that you get the bishop. This is a bad move because you are opening the position. Now black is just winning the game. Somebody find out how black is winning. It is simple. Queen, queen, check, and the knight. Now this square there is a check. There is a check. And how many? I have got one, two, three on the square. He cannot get. He can bring a queen here, but that is loose. Now he placed bishop check and queen, but then knight check is winning. The rook is lost. So the whole point is the combination backfires. Do not play anything without completing development. Any action without development coordination will backfire. Boomerang. मेरे ख्याल में ये लास्ट गेम ऑफ क्वेश्चन है तो हो गया आई थिंक आई हैव फिनिश्ड ऑल आई हैव डन हो गया yeah it is winning so here I thought I will show I will not able to complete this so in the afternoon session only I will go like d4 knight now there are see d4 so white normally black will have to control the center he will play either d5 or knight f6 so on d5 he can play bishop g5 which is not great. So I will discuss in the afternoon session. I will discuss how to play against BG5 and how to play against NC3. This line I will discuss in the afternoon session. Black. This is NC3 and I will play BG5 and also how to play D4 NF6 and now Bishop F4. This also I will discuss. I have already discussed D4 D5 and Bishop F4. I have discussed this yesterday or day before. I don't remember. No, day before yesterday. I discussed this Bishop G4 line. And today afternoon I will discuss D4 Knight F6 BF4. I will discuss this one variation how to play and second variation I will discuss d4 d5 and c3 this and d4 d5 bg5 so maybe I will discuss only one line in the afternoon d4 knight f6 and bishop f4 what you call London system so thank you very much friends being with me I will be back at 2:30 today for some practical concepts and this opening variation even time I will go to some middle game theme or any other doubt सबको मेरा नमस्कार टेक केयर एंड बाय